Hey. What you doing there, bud? Hey.
You being
Come,
a
come,
pusher?
Come on. Stop telling me.
He's reading.
Hey.
Got some patience.
Hey.
Just waiting for the episode to start.
Waiting for. Oh yeah. Welcome to the news table. Today we're gonna be discussing pushers, readers, and patience.
So basically, I'm gonna explain this a little heavier at the beginning, but it's a rock paper scissors dynamic where the rock is the pusher, and rocks are more of the people that are heavily in the lab and they're pressing a lot of buttons very quickly, and they're trying to be as aggressive as they possibly can because this game allows for it. And these people weren't as successful in the last game because it was a slower game. This one's more aggressive, more intense, and it's just faster paced, which allows for that. Readers are people that usually are trying to punish defensive options. People that see and like really feel out their opponent and understand why they're moving the way they're moving. So they're rock, they're scissors, and then that comes to paper, which is the patient player. And the patient player is waiting to punish aggressive options. When they see someone just swinging as hard and as much as they can, they're punishing it, whether it be off frame data or just based off that's not safe on my shield, and doing different stuff to punish them. So personally, I'm a patient player, which means I get beat by a reader, which means that he gets beat by a pusher. So that's basically the dynamic. We're going to talk more about it. It's heavily requested that you guys want to hear more about this. So just open the floor up. What do you guys think about that?
It kind of makes sense. Now that I think about like the people that I lose to, like I feel certain characters are designed to be pushers, you know? Like think of your Roys or like just any character that can throw any move out and just like basically they're jumping around like Wario. I think Wario's a pusher because the wolves. It makes a lot of sense how I'm like, wait, why am I losing to these? Like, I'm not trying to say people are bad, but it's just there's a certain thing. Like, I think that's why brackets can sometimes matter a lot in the head-to-head, because certain people can beat other people, but it's because of that little triangle. Or when you see like a pusher lose to a patience guy, and you're like, but I beat that guy. Well, it's maybe because your play style can beat him. You know, I find that so fascinating. I didn't really think of it until you brought it up.
And I just want to also say that it's different than like the normal melee. If you guys have seen the documentary, when it's talking about the robot, which is Mewtwo King, the fire, and the ice, which cools off the fire. Yeah. It's somewhat similar, but the robot is now kind of more of the reader in terms of like they're like trying to understand. Actually, no, the robot is now the pusher. No, he's patient. Because the fire is the pusher. Because
it's just coming in.
Yes. They're melting the reader, which is the ice. Mm-hmm. But it's a little different in the sense that this game is more of a pusher. Melee in general was a pusher, so everyone's pushing buttons. Yes. But now more you can be rewarded for doing nothing, but I think it's like 60-40, but you get more rewarded for doing something. Where players and characters alike, they can have multiple outlets. I think Wario was a perfect example. Mm-hmm. Where you see him as a pusher, but I kind of see him as a reader. And I think that he can switch that playstyle well. And I think almost every character can. It's just a matter of how you play them. Mm-hmm. And so when you play a reader as a patient person, you want to become a pusher. So you have to be able to do all of it and have all of it in your repertoire. Or else you're going to lose. And it's like, well, unless they're like, if they're the same level, the reader is going to beat the patient. So you just have to understand that and move forward. Where people like MK Leo, he's everything. He's all things. I would say he's probably most the reader, and I think most top players are the reader because most people that are playing at a high level are patient just in general. Mm-hmm. Where they can get away with pushing, but like you don't see pushers winning everything. You don't see it. But you see them doing well. Mm-hmm. But besides that, you don't see victory. I mean.
Well, yeah, it's because I feel like they can fake pushing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like faking, like the Warriors, like what's his name, Bloodney? He does it. He's just throwing uppers, and it's like the character's not even there. But he's just moving around, making it look like, oh, I'm pushing a lot of buttons, but he's actually waiting on them to go in there. That's how I see it. And I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And you do have to change it up. Because if you just keep being a pusher, well, then you're going to get destroyed by the patience. You know?
What do you guys think you are?
I
can tell you.
Patience. Obviously, I'm a zoner character. I have to wait. I don't have frame data.
And I'm definitely a pusher. There's a reason I started with that. Yoshi, forward air, forward air.
Jab, fair. Jab, fair.
Yeah. Even your down Bs are out of nowhere. It's like, here comes Brags with a down B.
Shield.
Oh, yeah. It's like...
And, yeah, no, it's more fun and Ultimate for that. I mean, Yoshi definitely lost out in the other game. We don't speak of it, but we will speak about 64 because he was good in that one. But no, I mean, when I fight against Jesus here, he's looking for stuff, and I'm like, I'm just going to throw stuff out. I'm going to try and mix it up, and then he's not going to see it coming. It's going to work for the best. I mean, sometimes with you, I space it out a little bit too, though.
Yeah, well,
And
there's
then-
always that, like, pushers can always make it better. But again, it's like what I said with Wario. It's like you're trying to bait in, so maybe you're pretending you're pushing. You know what I mean? Like,
That's kind of reading.
yeah, so maybe you are a reader.
But see, that's where I would say your style can kind of flex. Like,
Yes.
talking
Yes.
about, yeah, like I would say, using Naruto example here, you have your main chakra style, then you can flex into other areas, and that's... And
Wait,
that's,
what? Are
Yeah.
you comparing this to Naruto?
so, like, that's where at more of a high level, that's where it's like, oh, I need to play a different style here. Then you can see actual changes where it's like, oh, they were playing like this, but now they're playing like this. And that's what makes the difference and why I can't beat the monkey over there because he sees it coming and he's just like, no, I'm just going to wait. I know Brax is going to throw out moves. He's going to try. And I'm going to wait for him to try. And then I'm going to hit him. And then I'm going to hit him.
Well, this guy's so patient that, like, he waits on spot dodge. Like, you always get me with that, where I'm like, I roll and you know I'm gonna roll, and then you're not doing anything until you see the spot dodge, and then you're like, well, now I can go in. And that's where the patient people have that edge.
It's actually the reading part of me, but yes.
But it's patience. It's still patience. You're still waiting for that option to be
Patient
thrown.
reader versus a pusher reader.
So do you think there's like in betweens, like a patient reader,
yes.
a patient pusher, and then a pushing reader?
Yeah, like I'd say in some instances, I'll push, and then I'll wait for a read on how they're going to react based on how I've seen it. And that specific waiting, that style shift, that's what gets Yoshi the kills, I would say.
What gets the kills
It's
for
the
more,
pressure.
the characters that rack it up, and then wait for that air dodge, and then boom, they get the kill. That's a pusher reader.
And being able to switch in those situations is what separates people heavily.
From
I would say.
good players to bad players. Because some players don't switch it up. They're like, push. I lost. Damn it. And then it's like, but yeah, you have to have like a
And then-
sweet in between.
Yeah, and then you slowly grow, and then it's like push, wait, push, read, and then now you're a good player. And then a great player is able to acknowledge that like mid-set, mid-game, after like a minute.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes back to our weeklies versus practice talk, where when you practice, in a sense, if you're not watching VODs and stuff, you're almost making yourself a pusher.
Yes.
Because you're just in the lab and you're using how to press inputs, but it's against someone that doesn't move. So, like, you can be as aggressive as you want and you're not going to get punished. But then when you go into, like, an actual game and you're doing that, and you're either getting away with it or you're not, and it's because now you got to slow it down. And that either means reader or pusher, and you kind of choose between that. So it's like you have to understand that the time you're putting in the lab, you have to understand neutral in general. I don't think enough pushers understand neutral. Because I think readers and patient are the closest in similarity.
Yes.
But they're still pretty different in terms of how they combat each other. Because I was always curious, because I always felt like I would lose to a certain player. And, like, don't get it wrong. If you're a pusher and you're playing against a reader, and the reader is MK Leo, and you're playing Roy, you're not gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
He can switch it like forever. So it doesn't just mean you're gonna win. His skill level is still a big thing, but you have to understand who you're playing. And I think that was a good point. Jesus, what do you think you are?
I think I'm a reader, but then I become a pusher. Because I feel it's momentum based. Because when you're carrying momentum, you're pushing a lot of buttons. But at the same time, it's like I'm in your head, so it's more of a reading thing, you know?
You're definitely a reader.
But it's...
You guys all got it right. Good job.
What are you? You're a patient?
I'm patient reader. I'm like 80-20 patient reader.
But sometimes you are a pusher. But that's when you have the momentum, you know?
Yeah.
Because you carry that momentum. It's so weird how
I wish I was
momentum
more
works.
of a pusher. I need to become more of a
It's
pusher.
pretty fun.
It's-
For like going to your point, spending too much time in the lab. For me, I don't get to spend any time in the lab because life is life. But because of that, it's very noticeable. Like you've said this before, I'll play a lot and then I'll get a little bit better, and that's because I'm actually becoming patient, trying to read a little bit more, actually thinking about those things. When I don't play enough, it's just button pushing time. Since it's Yoshi, I can get away with stuff, and then I have like my own little reads that I kind of already know. But there's not that overall patient play style that I would say is crucial.
Well, I think being patient takes discipline.
Well,
a lot of discipline, because I feel like people panic when they when they're like at 80% and they're like, I gotta push. It's like just relax.
Or they're down to stock.
Or they're down
and
to
everybody
stock.
becomes a pusher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see him like this guy's just swinging. I become a pusher too.
Or like a reader, like they run to the edge and expect you to roll, so they start charging an F smash the other way.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, sir, I'm over here.
That's like a little too much pusher reader right there, where it's like, I'm gonna try and read. No, it's a push, bro.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about over there, Mr. Patience Toon Link? He's camping us out.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like pushers, like Bank said, they bloomed in Smash Ultimate with the whole spot dodge canceling thing, the whole like air dodging out of crappy scenarios, which is the least neutral in my opinion. I feel very heavily towards like that being an option in this game, and I don't like playing pushers, for example. Like, I should quote unquote beat them according to this triangle, but I still don't enjoy it.
I wouldn't say you're like super. Like you're patient in the sense where you hold shield and like throw bombs at people, but
I think
you're still
you read
a reader.
more.
You're a reader too.
You're a far reader.
A
You're reading
far
from
reader.
afar.
Like, you have to be with Tank, where it's like, alright, I see them coming in, they're probably gonna do this. I'm waiting for them to land. I'm
Yeah.
reading the landing or whatever.
You're kind of a weird one now that I think about it.
He's a patient reader.
He's kind of all of them though.
Well, that's the good thing. Like, if you're all of
How
them,
does
that's
he
good,
push?
no?
He's like if you.
I can
Do you
push
guys
He's
buttons.
remember-
literally pushing all the time.
Do you guys remember in like Sapphire when you give your Pokemon like the treats and they're like triangles? and,
Oh,
like,
the
things?
beauty contest thing?
Yes, the beauty
Yes.
contest thing. So his is kind of like pretty circular, where ours are kind of like funky looking. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you are kind of all of them, because you push because you're a zoner, so you have to like throw things at people. You're patient because you do hold shield with bomb in it, but you're also like trying to read people, and I think that gets you into trouble sometimes. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm like, when you guys say like, oh, this heavily beats that, I'm like, yeah, no, I still hate fighting like heavy whatever they want to be. Because it's like, yeah, I feel well-rounded, but to the point where it's like, if he's too heavy over here, I'm not that heavy to counter-pick him that much.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm overall, like, I mean, I feel like that's contributes to me being like consistent in brackets where it's all like, yeah, I can like beat it, but it's all like, it gets to a certain point where it's like, oh, this guy's heavily pushing or heavily patience or heavily reading. It's all like, yeah, no, that's when I start having problems.
Well, isn't reading kind of like dangerous? It's
Yes.
a double-edged sword.
That's
at the
why
same
that's
time.
why they lose to pushers, because your mind games are usually too far ahead. So it's kind of like giving respect to the player. Where the pusher succeeds is they give no respect to anybody.
Yeah.
They don't need to, unless you're like a pusher reader, which is kind of more of your flowchart player.
Mhm.
So if you're a reader, then your like mind games are farther apart. You're like, there's no way somebody would throw a forward smash, spot dodge, and then throw another forward smash, or 2 forward smashes on my shield. The pusher will do that, my buddy. Like they will do that to you. But like with the patient person, they're like, okay, I'm gonna down tilt and then I'm gonna spot dodge because he's gonna throw out a move. Meanwhile, the reader is charging an up smash.
Yeah.
Because they have seen you spot dodge before and they noted it. And it's kind of like the K with like stale moves is like they got it all. Like they know.
It's like the combos are like, all right, next should be this spot dodge. So I'm going to throw an up smash here.
But I have to keep saying it where it sounds like in terms of like best to worst, it's like reader, patient, pusher. But that is not
It's
true.
all situational.
Yes.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
And it-
You don't know where somebody's going to be or what they excel at. And then it's characters and then you don't know what you're going to get. So
Like-
everybody's different.
Like, sometimes the reading option is to throw buttons. Because you,
Yeah.
you
It's a
really-
bait. It's
Yeah.
a bait. Throw it out. Oh, he's gonna lag here. No, he's not.
Because the guy's just sitting in shield. And it's like, hey, if he's going to sit in shield, I know what's good on shield. So I'm going to keep throwing things on that guy's shield. That's kind of how it goes, you know?
Exactly. And so it's being able to pick and understand that style so that you're not playing it like trash.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm going to be patient, sit on the far left side of the stage and hold shield the entire time. That's probably not a good patient strat.
No. And that's something that I personally find is like a bad thing. And I think you brought it up, which is a great point, is when you adapt mid-set, you have to understand who you're fighting. I feel like people are like, I'm losing to that move, that character, or that thing. And like, that's why I'm losing. It's like, you're losing because, do you see how we just punished you for rolling? Do you see how we just punished you for spot dodge? Maybe you should stop doing those things. Maybe you should jump instead next time. Or like, maybe yes, then he's going to figure it out, but then you adapt. And you keep switching in. And then maybe you're getting him more in shield, so then you start to read him. And then it just like tips the scales. So you just have to constantly adapt, understand that mind games are always a thing, and always respect your opponent.
Well, that's why mind games are a thing. It's because of this rock, paper, scissors mentality.
Yeah.
Where if you don't mix it up, the better player's going to win because they're going to pick paper because you've been picking rock the entire time.
I feel like we keep talking in like euphemisms. I'm hoping you guys are following.
Yeah, like, it's like, maybe we should explain in like level-wise how like, it is because like there's level 1 reads, and then there's level 2 reads, but then there's like level 7 reads, and you're like, what? Whatever. It's
Yeah, no, I feel like that's too much.
well,
To explain.
but it's like it. I feel like people have to understand that, you know, because in a way, like let's say, what's a level 1 read? Like, oh, this guy was gonna spot dodge. All right, that's a level 1 read. What's a level 2 read?
He's not.
a roll spot dodge,
He's not gonna spot dodge.
or he's not.
So I'm gonna grab because he's gonna shield.
Or he's gonna shield.
Yeah.
All right, then
So,
what's the
like-
level 3?
It's the spot dodge.
Again?
It
no,
always-
no,
it
it
always
can't go
gets
back
back.
to that.
It
Because
does.
then there's attack.
Well, kind
Wouldn't
of.
it be like? Because like sometimes when I'm
Yeah,
standing
you can roll attack.
No, but like,
Instead of roll
look,
spot
I think a
dodge,
level
shield.
3 read is when you're standing in the ledge, and this guy's gonna come right, and you're probably gonna be like, okay, I'm on level 3, so I'm just gonna grab him, because he's gonna come to me. So I think that's a level 3. Going for straight grab is a
And
level
so
3,
then
right?
I would say a higher level is more like conditioning or more options to the read, and then you're making like a get up option from ledge instead of like you have all these options. It's now 50-50 because of what you've covered and what you're ready
Yeah,
for.
it's kind of accurate at this point. Like, it's gonna happen because you condition them to do that. That's like the next level.
Dude,
My
I
mind
can
is-
talk about level like reading levels like for a while.
Just try to be on top of the levels, because if you feel like you're just going through the motions during a match, the chances are that the other person has your thoughts in their mind, and you're the one getting played. Because that's you just going through the motions like, I need to hit, I'm down, I need to hit him. And it's like, next thing he knows, he's like, I know that that's what he wants, those are his kill moves, and I'm going to punish him accordingly. I know what he's going to do. Some spot dodge in this game. I can't say it enough. Fabian keeps harping on it, but spot dodge is such a thing in this game. And people complain because of spot dodge canceling and people doing it all the time. But if it is the most, like, the best defensive option, shouldn't you expect that to be everyone's defensive option every time? And that's something I noticed in this game is, like, everybody just keeps spot dodging.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
Good. It's
I
really
just
good.
started jabbing these people.
Yeah.
And it's
I feel like jab is really good in this game. I get way more.
It's only
jab.
good. No, it's only good because it beats spot dodge.
Mario.
So, yeah,
Yoshi.
dude, but jabs.
jabs for life.
my
I
jab
love jabs. Because
Like-
it catches that. It catches that habit. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
it's
do a lot of damage, but you're catching them.
But see, then going off of that, now that you know that they know that you're gonna spot dodge, this is where the level thing that he was alluding to.
Well, this is
comes
what
into play.
separates people. What you're gonna get into. This is what separates
Yes.
people.
The
Because
level things?
Yes.
he's thinking I'm gonna spot dodge, so he's gonna jab. I'm actually just gonna shield the jab, and I'm gonna punish him for that.
But then you beat someone with a level 2 read, right? In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like he's
could.
thinking on level 7, but I'm just gonna beat him with a level 2 read.
That's where pushers succeed,
Yes.
because they don't care. There is no mind games.
I just throw out.
So you think for them?
A pure pusher. A pusher that doesn't even necessarily exist. I don't even think this player necessarily exists, but they're just... So it's
No,
like,
no, they do exist. They do exist, dude. There's people out there that don't know what neutral is, and they will not change it up. And it's like I keep throwing these people like this is the ledge, right? I keep throwing them off ledge. I already know they're gonna jump. Like it's just people don't change.
Oh, yeah.
it. People don't change it.
But that's not a pusher thing. That's just a.
That's
Well,
a noob. That's
yeah.
somebody who doesn't understand what's going on.
So there's the 3, and then there's the what are you doing here?
There's the person that hasn't even made it to the triangle. Yes, absolutely.
And that
Really?
that's
Yes.
the person that's only watching their character. You're not watching the other person trying to think about what they're thinking about.
No mix-ups.
Until you think about like what are they gonna throw out and why, you're down here.
And why did that thing that I wanted to do not work? Why did it work on someone that wasn't moving, but now it's hard on this guy that keeps jumping around me? Figure that out, and then you can enter the triangle and the beauty of
Welcome.
the triangle.
Like yeah, when way back in the day we were talking and you're like, Brax, don't think this move will hit.
Oh, that was a good tweet. It
That
was,
one?
Wait, let me think.
Because yeah, then you tweeted it after
Yeah.
that. Because you're like, oh, I like that.
It was like, don't think, if this hits, then think this will hit because.
And that mindset was huge.
Wait, what was the other? What was the
So
opposite?
that's kind of this was back in Smash 4.
So yeah, because I would hit hoping that it would hit, and then I'll try and connect off of that instead of thinking this will hit because. So I wasn't thinking
conditioning.
about why it would work. I was
Kinda.
just hoping it would work.
No, it's
No,
more
but
than
it's conditioning. If you're hoping, this
No,
is
it's
your
like
game.
a.
No.
It's
You
like a
can't hope.
simpler version of a pusher where it's all like they're gonna like I need this to hit because that's all I got.
Because if I get my up tilt, then I get my short uke.
Yeah.
It's like you up tilt
But-
my shield, you're getting a banana in your face.
But first,
Yeah, but it's conditioning again.
no,
it's
no.
like
no.
in a
no,
way
it's
it
not.
is.
No.
Yes.
It's kind of like playing slots in a way. You're banking on
You
your
don't-
opponent to mess
Yes,
up.
it's slots. It's not that.
So you're banking?
no, he's banking.
So
Yeah, but you're conditioning.
Jesus, please.
Yes.
You don't need to condition in order to know that something will hit.
Because that's the thing they've been labbing. That's
just
I know
need-
up till works
Oh,
maturity.
okay. I'm thinking of something completely
So
different.
like,
My bad.
mine is saying, as long as I hit this, all this stuff will work. But first, you need to think, why is it going to hit? And you don't need to condition someone to do something. You just need to understand their habits and be watching for them.
Yeah. Because like, think of it simple with Diddy. It's very simple for me, and it always has been. Where like, if someone hits my shield, they get a banana. I wasn't thinking about what I'm gonna do after the banana. I was thinking about landing that banana, and then after I land that banana, I know I'm gonna get a grab.
Yeah, it comes.
But people don't think that far. They're thinking I need a grab and a double back here, but they don't have their banana. So like, you have to think about it with everybody.
So they're
Oh,
thinking
fair.
about the next step when you're not even knowing
Yes.
how you're gonna get this
Right.
step.
And that's why they got 30%. That's literally, honestly, if you take one thing away, take that away.
Yeah.
Because you need to understand why things are happening, not even necessarily what people are doing.
Well, I mean, these are the beginners that are watching these YouTube videos, and they see this like, holy crap, I can kill him with that one thing, and those guys are one-hit wonders, you know,
Yep.
and their accuracy is gonna be super low in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
And I
Consistency, yeah.
I advise people to stay away from like that sort of like gameplay.
Stop
style.
watching like combo videos. They come after you understand the triangle thing.
Work on reactions too.
Yeah.
It's all reactions, it's all mind games. But you guys keep talking about mind games. Keep it basic. Just keep it basic right now. Understand, I shouldn't hit a shield. I should space that move. Play Marth and understand. If you're
What
going to
the-
throw out a fair on someone's shield, you're going to do it right in their face, that's a free grab. But
Yeah.
if you space it, they don't get a grab.
It also depends who you're hitting on shield.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I can hit
of course.
DDD on his shield and I'll be okay. I'm not gonna get anything from that guy.
But I'm saying, like, Marth, just keep it simple. Where, like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
can swing on anyone's shield from a distance and not get punished.
Well, and then like, yeah, I mean, when you keep it simple, I feel like the next step though.
Except violent.
Don't worry about the next step.
No, you
Not
did.
until you get step one down.
I'm telling you.
Well, okay, whatever. They got step
So-
one down.
Okay, yeah. Once they
What
got
I
step
noticed in
one,
Smash and in this game is that like certain characters have certain characters make certain people's habits, and then they'll get bad habits. Like I already know if I'm gonna go hit Cloud Shield, he's gonna come out with a B.
Yes.
Game & Watch is gonna come out with a B. Marth, Lucina are gonna come out with a B. Okay, so if I hit Diddy Kong, Toon Link, if I hit them in their shield, they're gonna throw bomb. Those are the more deadly ones. So I feel when people start noticing that, it's not just player dependent; it's character dependent. Where like that triangle, like certain characters are gonna exceed more with that.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that's the next step, where it's kind of like learning your matchups, learning what. Hey, if I hit adult Link's shield, he's gonna uppy. I'm probably gonna die at 80. It's just understanding that. I feel like that's what other things people don't pay attention to. They want a right answer where it's all like, oh, if I hit his shield, he's gonna throw a banana. No, not everybody has a banana. Not everybody has an uppy like that. And I feel like people need to understand that.
I agree. I think, like, even for me, like, I am still learning. I've been playing this game for as long as it's been out. And Smash 4, Smash in general is just kind of Smash. But, like, you don't ever stop learning, you know? Like, you're always learning something new from somebody and keeping your mind open. So when you talk about matchups, I'm still learning that myself. I can just tell who's floaty when. And, like, even today I was playing a little bit, and I did a combo that doesn't work on anybody else except Shulk. It worked on Shulk, and I was like, why did this combo? It didn't work on anybody else. So it's like little things like that, and then I just put that in my brain and hope it sticks. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's like combo specific things. I'm just saying like defensive options or like counter punch type of things where it's all like, I feel like people just need to learn the basics, like not what you can do to certain characters, but like what they can do to you at a certain situation.
right?
Yes, I agree, and I think that more leads into what Jesus was talking about earlier, which is conditioning. So then, now that you understand the matchup, you've gone from level 1 or level 0, you're in the triangle, you're doing some level 2 stuff because you kind of understand their options. That's where conditioning comes into play now for the level 3 and beyond stuff, where it's they think I'm going to do this because I play this character or because I've been doing these options. And now you start doing counterintuitive things specifically because of that.
Yeah.
And that's how top players are able to get away with things that you think you should be able to get away with and you can't for whatever reason. It's like, they did a dumb option right there and it worked. Therefore, dumb option works all the time. No! No.
There was
It'll
like
probably work for that one time.
that Captain Falcon player. Just I mean, it's not even ultimate. It's 64, killing people with down B. Captain Falcon's down B.
What's his name? Super Boom
Super
fan.
Boom fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he won a whole tournament doing this quote unquote bad option because everybody thought he was.
But
gonna
he
be
was
strong.
so ahead of the levels. That's why it's like
No, but that's just an example.
Yeah,
where, like
it's so
Brax
cool.
was saying, where it's
That's a
like
good example.
nobody was doing down B with Captain Falcon in 64 before. Nobody, not at that level. But he started doing it, and it's like now it's like what he's saying. It's like, oh, now we have these scrubs. Like, oh, man, his down B's good now. Like, no, because he made it good through conditioning, and I feel like that's what people don't understand. Where it's all like, oh, he threw out this move, that must make it good. No, that's also conditioning. For the longest, in state Colorado, people used to complain about Yoshi's Fair.
Oh my
I
God,
always
remember
told
that.
people Yoshi's Fair was not that good.
No, it's fantastic. Don't listen to him.
Dude, like knowing all this, it's like, damn, Zero was really good, huh?
Oh,
You're
it's
like-
zero.
yeah, you're like, damn, that guy kept on top, and it's like he has to change it up all the time. Like, and he kept beating people, and it's like, damn, that's more impressive now. You know?
I was actually thinking about Zero the other day and
Gross.
about how I don't think. I hate to say this because I'm a huge Zero fan. I don't know how successful he'd be in this game.
No, he wouldn't.
I think he would be, but he's not a pusher. He was a reader and patience, and he did it to perfection.
Yeah.
But now that people are going to be all on his ass, I don't know, man.
Well, that's why. Well, his first
We'll
one
never
he
know.
lost. We'll never know, but like he's still gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. The guy's gonna be amazing, but I don't think he'll be number one ever. Even if he tried, I don't.
Yeah.
think
Yeah, I don't know.
Because this game's so like that's why like even Leo like yeah she's good, but like he loses. To them.
Leo himself was also a pusher, so like that kind of like
He's heavy read though.
yeah. No, I mean I'm not saying he just was a pusher. He was more of a pusher than Zero was. That's why he's better in this game. I believe.
I agree. Well, I hope you guys could follow that mess. I know it was a lot. Rewatch the video again. Maybe you'll catch some more things that you didn't.
Throw some comments. Maybe you can like elaborate on the
Just be like,
Twitter.
what did you mean by this? And-
Yeah, well, comment down below. Ask us questions.
Yes,
we'll,
please do.
We'll hit you
Twitter.
up. We'll explain ourselves. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter.
The
Yes,
neutral
follow
table.
us on at table neutral.
Table neutral.
At
Or
table
the
neutral.
neutral table. I'll be retweeting it, so if you follow me on Twitter, just give it a follow.
Same.
Yeah, hope that made sense. Hope you guys were happy. I know you guys wanted to hear that topic, so
Yeah.
Let us know other topics you like to hear down below.
I'm writing them down. Thanks, guys.
Like or dislike, either or.
Peace out.
See ya.